Okay, hey there everybody, welcome to my new Let's Play of probably one of my favorite games ever. If you didn't guess from that first screen, it's Mega Man X, the first. I know this definitely isn't the... Well, I'm not the only person who's like, this isn't one of their favorite games. Clearly. You know what's kind of funny is like Ego Raptor, Game Grumps, aka Aaron Hansen. And also even Gerard the Completionist, or the Accomplishist, whatever you want to call him. Even they just really love this game, and I agree, it is one of the best designed, and it's just all around a great game, honestly. You know, I was growing up, and I loved the Mega Man games, because honestly Mega Man was one of the first games I ever beat. Not Mega Man 1, but I want to say that Mega Man 3, 4, something like that. The NES was like the first game I ever beat. And that was quite an accomplishment to me, because it took me forever. I didn't understand how the game worked that well when I was young. So, I pretty much just, used the Buster most of the time, and I didn't realize that you could do all this extra damage just by using a different weapon. I figured they were good on bosses. I didn't know, like on Wily Stage or all the other bosses were weak against if I just used the Buster, which actually ended up working to my benefit later on. I heard the dog shaking outside my door. Oh, so I saw the movie Insidious 3 tonight, which was, I'm not gonna spoil it. I thought it was really, really good. If you like the other ones, you really like the new one. I'm really off topic, but, just want to throw that out there. Honestly, it's all leading up to something, so, there's something I've been wanting to, like, bring up since I've been playing games on YouTube. Not long ago, I guess maybe 2 years ago, I started getting a lot of panic attacks and just generalized anxiety. And I found that the thing that really helps me the most is just being able to play video games, or otherwise just keep myself busy. So that's a kind of cool secret too. So it's kind of nice to, do stuff like this, because it keeps me entertained and keeps me busy, and having myself fully engaged stops like the craziness from happening. So yeah, just wanted to throw that out there. So if you happen to have anxiety, or you know someone who does, video games are a great tool, because they really take your mind off of whatever the hell's bothering you. One day I just started like having trouble breathing, and I didn't understand why. I just felt like a sense of impending doom. And a lot of things had been changing in my life. I had a new job, where I have a lot of responsibility, and a lot of people depend on me, but at the same time a lot of people don't realize what I do, so they don't, I work in an IT field, and a lot of people need, the services that I provide, but they don't necessarily appreciate it. It's kind of like when you do a job that is really important, like, okay, let's say, like, I loathe to compare myself to like a garbage man, but I mean, it's an important job, right? I mean, if we didn't have people picking up garbage, then we'd just have garbage everywhere. So, I'm not saying it's not a respectable profession. I'm just saying that it's not, something you really have to go to school for and learn. It's a dirty job, and we all, we all deal with. We don't want to do the dirty jobs. When you watch that TV show, Mike Rowe, Dirty Jobs, nobody wants to do. Well, people do want to do the jobs they're there, but. It's like, you watch that show and you think, I don't want to do that. There might be like a couple jobs that you look at, but, for the most part, I'm like, I don't really want to be a goat masturbator. That's not a job for me. You know, but somebody's got to, you know, jerk off his goats. It's a thing that's got to happen. You know, not only for the goat's sake, but I don't know where I'm going with that, but you know, you get the idea. But anyway, you know, it's just certain jobs, if people don't really understand what you're doing, they can't appreciate what you did. And you know, and that's not only just with, you know, my career. I do the same thing when it comes to, like, when I was a kid growing up, we had this big swing set in our backyard that my dad actually built for us. And you know, it wasn't super elaborate, but it was pretty well built, and the thing lasted for, you know, basically till I turned maybe 18. I mean, I think it might have gotten torn down before that, but I mean, the thing was up for at least 15, 16 years. And you know, nowadays I do a lot of woodworking. I do a lot of working my hand and building, or my hands and building things. And looking back on it, I mean, it must have been a lot of work to put that together, especially because, you know, I know my dad didn't have tons of tools. So, I mean, it's really rather impressive looking back at it. So, and that's kind of what I'm trying to say, is that, you know, you don't really appreciate things unless you understand the difficulty, you know, associated with it. You know, like, I can't really appreciate my parents being able to stick together through 60 years of marriage till I'm gone through 60 years of marriage. You know, I've got, I think, two years about. So I've got ways to go. I mean, 2 years has been a challenge. I think just about anybody has a hard time, you know, completely, maybe not completely changing your life, but you make a lot of changes and you give up a lot of things when you're in marriage, which has kind of made the anxiety thing a lot more difficult. Because, like I said, it's hard to relate. So when you don't understand what I'm going through, or what the other person's going through, you're not gonna really understand it. You're not gonna truly appreciate it. So that's kind of the gist of that, I guess. But anyway, I wonder if I'm probably at about 10 minutes by now. I'll do. I haven't even talked about the game. Should probably talk about the game at some point. This is a really good game, though. Alright, so I'm going to guess that I'm at about 10 minutes. Hold on, let's see here. Yeah, this is my little patch through here, and I am having the hardest time. There we go. Nope, not 10 minutes yet. Good news. Haven't reached it, so I'm going to move on to the level where, you know, as the completionist showed, you really don't have to try very hard on this boss. Because, man, he's stupid easy if you have the ice weapon. Back to anxiety, though. Man, it sucks. I've kind of gotten over it a lot in the past. You know, year or two. I guess it's been about 2 years. But yeah, things have kind of settled down a bit. But tonight, after watching Insidious 3, not that the movie caused me to have a panic attack or anything. I walked out of that movie and I'm not sure what the actual cause of the anxiety is. It could have to do with pressure changes because, you know, I used to, a lot of the times when it was going to rain or something, I'd get headaches. And I still kind of do. And I can usually kind of tell when it's about to rain because I'll actually get, my wife actually kind of does this too. She'll she doesn't feel it, but she bases like the weather off my mood kind of. So yeah, not die here. But she'll like wait till I start feeling jumpy, and then she'll go, "Oh, it's in the wrong clearly." So I really don't think I've ever really fought this guy without having his weapon. A weapon that would be good for fighting him, which typically is going to be the fire weapon. But whatever. could probably get by without it. It'll take a lot longer than I wanted it to. Whoops. One thing that, whoa, that was pretty impressively bad. So, one thing that, I mean, I completely lost my train of thought when you destroyed, there we go. Oh, man. So yeah, I usually say it's not that hard to play while talking, and I guess it's not, so, I'm not saying I'm like a pro or anything. I know some people say that because I cheated, I like to show videos where you can, or how you can cheat at games, and you know, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't think. I like to cheat on games because once I've beaten it, there's like nothing else to do until you like cheat, because otherwise it'd be boring. Here's how you get this card. You have to like dash and jump at the same time off the wall. It took me a long time to figure that out. Because I used to have to wait until I got the chameleon weapon. And then I would use that to get it. But it's a lot easier, it turns out, to just dash jump. Oops. Oh, there we go. Yeah, this is a really good game though. I'll say that a million and two times, because that's what I do. Overstate the obvious a lot. But yeah, I thought after the movie that like the sky didn't look real. So I don't know, maybe that sounds crazy, but I just get like feelings of like impending doom, and then I'll look for like ways to rationalize it, because that's the kind of person I am. So even though it's something that isn't rational, I'll try to rationalize it in my own brain, and I'll just come up with the most ridiculous thing. So I was telling my wife pretty much that I didn't think reality was real, and like the dog might start talking, and then I would prove that everything was like not real, and that would mean like I don't know how far back I'd go. So that was kind of a weird thing. Anyway, maybe I'll pick up the rest of the story kind of later on, but see you next time.